Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching and happy new year. So today's video is all about my yearly favorite and it's all about blushes and bronzers. Now I wanted to include highlighters, but I realized I have a basket full of highlighters to show you which I have been obsessing over 1 year. So I thought I'll make a separate video on that. So that will come a little later, girls. Just informing you because today I'm going to show you my blushes and bronzers. Now, you know I'm a big fan of bronzers, but nowadays I love blushes also a lot. So I will be showing you the blushes which I have worn the most yearly. I'm not going to show you every blush I have in my collection. There's no point doing this video then. For that I should do a video where I show you my whole blush collection. So first ever blush which got me into my blush zone, and I should say thank you to my friend. So this is my Palladio blush. This is how it is, and today I'm wearing this blush only. You can see it's really subtle, really nice, really soft, and the shade is perfect. Like, you need this kind of a shade in your life to be a blush person. Like, you should start your blush journey with these kind of shades to enjoy blushes. So this is like the first shade called Tipsy, and it's a matte blush. It's amazing and one of my favorites again. So this is by Palladio and it's available on NYKAA. Next is again a single blush which I have been wearing a lot, and you would have already guessed it, is my Savannah Colors shade number 10. Now I don't know if I see it on my camera, it shows a little deeper shade, but it's not deeper. It's a very muted mauvey pinky shade. Again, something which I feel anybody can carry. It's not subject to skin tone. Anybody can wear it. Person who doesn't like too much of a blush on her skin will definitely like this shade. So this one is again my favorite, and it will cost you 170 or 150, depends what that time Choice Enterprise is selling it for. Next is again a Savannah blush palette. Now you would have, if you're watching me, you know what I'm going to show you. So this is my Savannah Colors Ultra Blush Palette, and this is the palette 03. Now I'm a big fan of this palette again. Like, personally, if you ask me, I'm a big fan of Savannah Colors cosmetics, eyeshadows, blushes, highlighters. They have good quality products. So this one is one of those palettes which cannot go wrong with anyone, and the shades are perfect for anyone. Now this has the perfect peaches, pinks, and then you have a little bronzing contouring shade, and then you have a little highlighter also. So it is like a complete palette for you don't pay much for it. I don't know what is the current price running, but then it's really inexpensive and you will love it. So that was my second last blush palette. Now there's another addition to my blush palette. I have already reviewed this on my channel long time back. This is my ELF blush palette. Now since the time I received this palette, I have been using this palette. I have been loving this palette so much that I like this palette more than the contour palette I bought, because I felt I went wrong with the shade collection, or maybe I just have to work a lot with that palette, that's why. But it's a good palette, I would say. You have to choose your right shade of palette, don't go wrong. But this one is a shade light and it's perfect. Like, a person deeper than me can also carry this palette. So this one is again a favorite blush palette of mine, and I have been loving this palette, using this palette, and I mix generally two of the shades or one of the shades. I generally mix and use it. So this is again one of my favorite blush palettes. Down to bronzers. Now those were the only blushes which I have been wearing a lot. Almost whenever I do makeup or whenever I want to wear a blush, I will pick up any of them and use it. I'm not going to show you something different, but these are the 4 palettes, 2 palettes and 2 single blushes which I keep wearing. And do let me know, should I try something new? I will try that also. Now we are down to bronzers. Now I have a lot of bronzers in my collection. I have bought a lot later also, but since I didn't use them, I cannot count them in. but the ones which I use them the most, I'm going to show you those bronzers. Now there are only total 3 bronzers. You must be surprised, what, 3 bronzers? You must be having some 100 bronzers, but no, these are the 3 bronzers which I use the most. So today I'm wearing my Holy Grail and my ultimate love, my NYX bronzer. This is the bronzer I'm wearing today, and I love this bronzer. This is like ultimate Holy Grail bronzer, better than MAC. I'm very proud to say that it's better than MAC, and I have a MAC one. I don't know what to do with it, but this one is amazing. And the shade I'm holding is Deep Tan. Most of you again asked me about this shade. It's Deep Tan, and I know they have released more shades, so any person deeper than me can also get their shades in this. This will cost you 850 rupees, and it's amazing, lovely. Buy this. You cannot go wrong with this bronzer. Next is my Faces All Time Pro Bronzer. This is how it is. Again, this is a little cooler than my NYX one, but this shows up on my face, and a person one tone deeper than me can also use this, but not more deeper than me. And it has a nice sandalwood fragrance into it, which just lifts up, you know, if you're dull and you're lethargic, you may just like it. It's not that much, like it will not be there on your face, like you'll not feel the fragrance whole day. It's during the application you'll know that you're applying Faces bronzer. So this is another one which will cost you 650 to 699, nothing more than that. Last is a palette. Now this one is the Sleek palette. Now I have been using these 2 shades, mixing them, using them, mixing them, using them, and it's a perfect palette to carry. You cannot go wrong with this, and the consistency of this bronzer is amazing. Like, you need to buy Sleek products, they are really good. So this one I will not be able to help you with the price, because this one was given to me by NYKAA, and thanks NYKAA, but it's an amazing bronzer which has a little highlight in between. Again, good for my skin tone, but bronzers, bomb diggity, you need to buy Sleek palette. Yeah, so these were my blushes and bronzers for the year 2018, which I have been obsessing, loving, using and digging into, and definitely I'm going to hit pan on few of them, as you were seeing already. So yeah, I hope you loved watching, girls. If you really love watching, consider subscribing to my channel and share and like, and stay tuned for more such videos on my channel. Soon I'll be coming with my yearly favorites, highlighters, eyeshadows and all that. So take care and bye bye.